Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up this morning, guys. How are you doing on this Saturday morning? Hopefully, I'm getting better with the sound mixing and stuff. I've been having the music up a little too loud, and some people have been kind of upset. I've been a little sensitive, I guess, to comments and things. You know, you try and please everybody, but no matter what you do, you can't. I kind of went off last night a bit on Omar because, you know, Omar sends me a lot of tips and things, and maybe I took it the wrong way, but one of the times he said that, you know, you need to get your hair cut. You know, you look like a bum. And then it just, you know, sometimes you're in the moment that the argument that you have is not about what's actually going on, but it's about other things that build up. And so, you know, my apologies to Omar. We got a misunderstanding, miscommunication, and so on here, and we'll leave it at that. So here we are. I actually had a plan for what I was going to talk about this morning, but that kind of changed because, you know, I started this as the Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys report, because you literally can't sleep on the Cowboys because things happen late in the evening, late at night, first thing in the morning. So you want to be up to speed with all that is the Dallas Cowboys. And I woke up this morning, it's Saturday morning, you know, we finished week 2 of OTAs. You know, next week is mandatory minicamp, and that's the last chance to see the guys before training camp starts. You know, this is where school's out for summer, and you hold your breath and pray that none of your players get in trouble. And when I woke up this morning and I was sitting here thinking about what am I most excited about with the Dallas Cowboys, and I was thinking there's so many things I'm so excited and looking forward to, and that was going to be the theme of this morning's video. But then I started going through and looking at the wires and things, and unfortunately, as I've said many times before, when you are a Dallas Cowboy, you constantly are a target. Let's be clear. People see you as a gravy train. They literally know that if I can catch you with something, I'm going to get paid by, you know, TMZ, you know, or if I can get with you, I'm going to get some of that money while you still have it. If you do something, I can sue you. And we've seen this over and over again when it comes to Zeke Elliott. Now, we heard about Zeke Elliott's dogs getting, you know, out a couple of weeks ago and allegedly biting somebody. So there was that suit that's out there. Now, this morning, here it is, a second suit against him about his dogs. So the suit is about a Texas pet spa worker has filed a lawsuit against Zeke Elliott after his Rottweiler allegedly attacked the man in March. So this happened a couple of months ago. We didn't hear anything about this person being bit by the dog at a pet spa. You know, doggy daycare. So this is where, and listen, I understand completely, because at my house many years ago when the kids were young, we had a dog, Jelly Bean. And Jelly Bean, you know, the kids had some friends over, and this girl, Jelly Bean didn't like to be touched in the face. He just didn't, you know, he was old, crotchety, kind of like me, old, crotchety, and, you know, it's like a loose cannon, you know, like a firecracker ready to go off. So you got to be careful when you deal with old people. Hence what happened last night with Omar. You got to be careful because we might just bite your leg off. But our dog nipped her, you know, not really bad, you know, I mean, but any nip is bad. Okay, let me be clear on that. Took care of the doctor bill and all that. They went and checked out, and there was no stitches or anything like that. It was like, okay, you know, put a Band-Aid on it. But then they come back at us and say, oh, we want $25,000. It was like, but, you know, it's a little scratch. So the insurance company ended up settling for a whole lot less than $25,000. And I can go on other cases of things. So people sometimes see you as opportunity. I had literally a fender bender one time where this car slammed on their brakes at the light, and my plastic cover on my license plate hit their bumper. Didn't break. Left one scratch. The repair bill for it was $300, but there were 4 people in the car, and they wanted to sue for $25,000 each for pain and suffering. So you get that people see you as a way to get some free cash. All right, and I'm not saying that that's the case here. However, you know, TMZ reported Saturday that Brandon Williams, who's working at the Bliss Spa at the time, is seeking between $250,000 to $1 million in damages, saying he was seriously injured during the attack. Also, he is also suing the pet resort, his employer. Elliott's attorney provided a statement to TMZ about the suit. Mr. Elliott and his representatives are very surprised to learn of Mr. Williams' complaint, particularly given that Bliss Pet Spa indicated at the time of the incident that it was not uncommon for being handled under standard spa protocol. Mr. Elliott will address the matter accordingly. Okay, so here's what happens. Somebody gets hurt. And I mean, people get hurt all the time. This is where injury attorneys work and make a killing. And so they put a high demand and we're going to sue you. We're going to sue you for $1 million. In hopes that instead of taking to the court the legal fees and everything else, the bad publicity, that you settle out of court for a little bit of money. That you settle out of court for a little bit of money. Put $1 million out here. Maybe it'll be $50,000, cash. Here we go. Go away. Attorney takes a third of that. You get the rest. And that's what this can be about. I'm not saying that the person wasn't bit, because he probably was. But $250,000? Seriously? I got hit by a dump truck. Destroyed the back half of my van, pushed me into the median. Fortunately, I was able to hit a tree before going into the oncoming traffic. My back was jacked up for a bit. Insurance company came to me and said, hey, we'll pay for the vehicle, we'll pay for your doctor's fees, we'll give you $5,000. I was like, okay, maybe I should get an attorney. The attorney says, man, you don't know how bad an injury that is. This could be something that could be a problem for years down the road. Pain and suffering. Go to court. This may be a $200,000 injury that you got there. You don't settle with the insurance company. I'll take care of you. Okay. Sent me to the doctor. Went to therapy for several weeks. Time went by, a couple of months. And so the attorney wrote 2 letters to the insurance company. 2 letters. And it was a demand letter. And he came to me and said, you know what? They're offering us $10,000. I said, I thought that, this would be something that was going to be going to court. He's like, yeah, but you don't want to really stretch this out all that time and everything else, because you could go there and they might not settle for it. It might be years down the road. This is the best thing for you. Listen, you're going to get paid. You've been to the doctor and everything else. You're checking out, you're okay. I said, well, actually, it's still, you're okay. So he settled for $10,000. The attorney takes a third. The doctor bills were taken out of that. In the end, I got $3,000. $3,000. Attorney wrote 2 letters. Got about $3,500. So this is the game that they're playing with this. And again, Guy got bit by Zeke Elliott's dog. He should be compensated for the injuries. But $1 million, unless your hand got chopped off, bro. This is as bad as the gas gougers in the middle of a hurricane. You know? Anyway, I'll be back on things that I'm excited about for the Dallas Cowboys this season later. This just kind of messed up my morning. But as always,
watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
Just one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to